Shalom Uvracha, Moray Vabotai, Shalom Uvracha, Bezrat Hashem Yisrut Etzadik Abichem Pita Kadosh Baruch Hu Hashem give everyone bracha v'atzlacha and siyata d'shmai gdola. Malka d'almu v'chata v'dikata zchut Etzadik Abichem Pita Kadosh Baruch Hu Hashem bless our entire community with all the blessings kulam, and may this week be a week of complete redemption. Amen. You know, in this week's parasha, the Torah discusses all the laws regarding a Jewish slave. A slave that was sold to slavery, whether it was for debt or a sin that he committed. And in the end of his period of his sentence, which is usually a 6-year sentence, on the 7th year, he must be freed. The Torah discusses about what happens if this Jewish slave decides that he's comfortable in where he lives. He likes his owner, he likes his home, and he desires to stay under slavery. The Torah says the slave must be taken to the doorpost, and the owner takes the ear and pokes a hole in the ear. All the Mefarshim ask, why the ear? And they answer very simply, and that is, that the same ear that heard in Yetziat Mitzrayim HaKadosh Baruch Hu's voice is the same ear that should be punished for desiring to go under slavery. Every year when we pass by this teaching, we always come to this question of, what is this concept of the same ear? Okay, it's the ear that heard HaKadosh Baruch Hu's voice in Yetziat Mitzrayim. Why is that such a moving force that should prevent this Jew from desiring to be under slavery under another Jew? What's the connection between one another? What is the point of understanding this concept of the ear must be punished because of the ear heard? In the Ten Commandments, there's no place where it says that we shouldn't be a slave to any man. It's something that even exists within the Torah, laws of slavery in the Shulchan Aruch. So what's this idea of making a hole in the ear? So the famous Zohar Kadosh that really gives this a beautiful concept that can also be applied on a day-to-day basis, especially when we see challenges throughout our life. And especially today that it's Monday, that we know that Monday is Gevura, and on days of Gevura there is always a sense of great challenge that gets influenced on the world. The Zohar Kadosh says the idea of Elu HaMishpatim, these are the laws asher tasim lifnehem, that put in front of them, is actually something completely different. It's actually a construct of laws that HaKadosh Baruch Hu puts forward in every single world that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created. The Zohar Kadosh says that whenever HaKadosh Baruch Hu put in place a world, he set a group of laws. You can even look at it like a form of nature. But this set of laws was placed on the angels, on the neshamot, on the ruchot, and on Bnei Adam. These set of laws are what we call Chukei HaTeva, that were put in place in the 10 Ma'amarot, in the 10 sentences in which HaKadosh Baruch Hu formed the world. The Zohar Kadosh says these are the laws that sit, and these are the laws that must be present for all creations to obey by. But the Zohar says that at the time of Aseret Dibrot, the 10 Commandments, HaKadosh Baruch Hu put a new set of laws. And this new set of laws were Aseret Dibrot. And these new set of laws were to be used as a key to accomplish another goal. And that is what? And that is giving Bnei Israel the ability to be above all other set of laws. To be above all laws of nature, to be above all other creations, and to understand that they hold a place as kings and queens within the world. Princes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We even see that in Har Sinai, HaKadosh Baruch Hu put crowns on everyone's heads, for them to understand that they have a responsibility to carry. With that responsibility, like usual, it usually comes with perks. And these perks are our understanding that we could be above everything. Maybe we could say that the idea of punishing the ear is something very simple. Maybe we could say that it's the idea that that same ear that heard that we should be above all and we shouldn't have any sort of leadership except for HaKadosh Baruch Hu's leadership, shouldn't have desired to be a follower or to be a slave to another entity but HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bnei Israel were meant to be kings and meant to rule and meant to be above all obstacles and all challenges and all laws of nature that normally should apply to men and women. Maybe we could say that is a big lesson we could all learn from. Sometimes, Abotai, we see challenges throughout our day-to-day. We see things that force us to go in paths that maybe not be the path that are most optimal or what we thought we always wanted. We have to understand, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us a tool to set ourselves free from any sort of constraint, from any sort of boundary, from any sort of a person that could hold us back. And that key is the Torah Kedusha. And if we hold on to the Torah Kedusha, and if we brace ourselves with HaKadosh Baruch Hu's faith and with HaKadosh Baruch Hu's presence, we can come to a place of not being oppressed by anything or by anyone. So Bezrat Hashem, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu lay on us the crown of the Shekhinah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu's presence within our body, within our lives, within our families, within our surroundings, in order that Bezrat Hashem we will not be controlled, led by anything but HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Amen.